is the truth here, is that when we, as eager entrepreneurs and visionaries and dream builders, come to the place where we claim it and declare our position to serve the world from our highest self, we are rewarded. I didn't even ask for it. It came to me. I did a short 5-minute spot on that meeting we had with all the speakers a week and a half ago. And that's what was the game changer. She said, your energy is incredible. The clarity of speaking was potent. Your message landed, is what she said.
Wow.
And this is thanks to you too. So I want you to own this. Okay?
Great.
Because my job with you, this is my job with you, is for you to realize what you're actually doing here. For you to realize the impact and value that you've been for me. I know you don't yet. I can feel it. You will, though, because I'm going to make sure of it. Hey, listen, when I make up my mind to do something, John, that's it. Telling you straight goods right now. So I've got all copious notes here for you and where we're going to go today. But let me just close my blind here for a minute. It's going to be in my face. So where do you want to go today?
I'm really
What's your decision?
no, I think that if you've got notes and you've got
I
stuff that
do.
you thought about,
I have.
I think then we should do that.
Okay. Awesome. So here's my first question for you. Forgive me. Hang on. I got this nice curtain, but I want it right here. Hold on. Well, that should do it. Yes, sorry, Bob. Oh, no, this
No,
one.
you got
Oh, yeah, now that one. Oh, okay. I'm going to let go and read at this moment. So my first question to you is this, is how do you think in your mind that you have truly helped me from where I was when I first came to meet with you to where we are right now?
well, I think I've unlocked the authentic voice within you.
Okay. So that's what you have supported me in facilitating the unlocking of my voice within, correct?
Yeah, I mean you're like going, like you're going whether or not John is in the car or not. You're going, but I'm there acting as a catalyst to help you understand things that you might not see so easily from your own vantage point, and to give you specific exercises that have been developed over the last 30 years, which I think are very powerful for the unlocking of your voice.
Beautiful. Agreed. What else?
Well, I've become part of your morning routine by providing you with these speech dynamics workouts, which is something that's totally new. Like I've never done that before, and it's kind of so that's something that I don't really know how to talk about, or I don't really,
Oh, I think
yeah.
you do. I think you do. I'm going to disagree with you on that one right now.
All
I
right.
think you do. Now, explain to me at this moment how you came up with those customized morning voice workout rituals.
Well, we had done a coaching session and I was introducing you to some ideas about your voice really inside you, which were technical in nature. It had to do with whether or not you were using a glottal attack, whether or not you were talking with a tight jaw, and whether you were supporting your voice with your breath sufficiently.
Yes.
And so that work, that initial conversation was kind of long and it wasn't that easy to kind of dissect. So what I did was I looked carefully at what your message was that was outbound, what you were saying going out. And I, first of all, repackaged these technical issues into some pretty easy to understand exercises that could be done on a daily basis that also had a little bit of a meditative and musical quality about them. And then I sifted through your words and gave you what I thought were the hooks of what you were saying, the most powerful phrases that I could see that really summarized where you were going. And I just had you practice your voice along with those key phrases. And then that's something that you could embed into your morning routine.
And embed into my mind, my heart, my spirit, and my body
Mm-hmm.
to own them. That is the power here.
Mm-hmm.
And your experience over the last 30 years is weaved into that 7-minute customized morning ritual that I have the opportunity of experiencing myself through that. And the transformation within myself to own my voice and realize that it's the instrument to truly get my message across to people and that it lands is transformational for me.
Mm.
It's like a physical strength. When I lift weights, I can feel my biceps getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and I can feel a new connection to my body. My posture becomes better. I become more confident. I become more centered. That's what's happening with my morning ritual, combined with my journal, my voice ritual, and then my recordings. So you
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen my recordings either. They're so
Right.
good. They have absolutely changed their context and delivery. And I now have a calm confidence.
Mm.
So that is priceless. And I know I received the invitation to be the MC on this global summit of all the biggest positive psychology, neuroscience thought leaders from around the world coming there because of your guidance, your directives, and it's this morning ritual commitment that I have changed me. So what I want you to grasp today, John, is that this 30 years of helping singers and speakers and, you know, being a homeschool dad, I love that, is created this incredible gift that you get to share with speakers. And to just know in your soul that this is your calling. This is the gift that you have been given from the entire experience of your lifetime to support people like me who are changing the world. And I got big dreams, John, big. So it's already happening.
Right.
So here's the piece that has to land for you that I think that is a gap. There's this place in time. I went through it, so I see it in you because I was there. There's this place in time that we know what we know. We know we're good at what we do, yet there's this level of surrender to knowing it's not about me, right? So there is a spiritual as well as a practical element of it. And it's surrendering to that wisdom. When I heard you introduce yourself today, of course, spiny sense was up. And I wrote down something that I think we can work on. And that is why I took us so far in this conversation in the last 13 minutes, 14 minutes, is I want you to realize and comfortably, calmly, intuitively know how you help people. I think I'm here because you're helping me. I'm supposed to be helping you. And through your help of me, you get to own this glorious, sacred gift that you get to share with these incredible speakers around the world. So you said at the very end of it, I help you I think you said,
Find your voice.
yeah, it's not good enough. You do way more than that. Way more than that. So part of my role here and my job with you is to synchronize this spiritual consciousness aspect with this logical, analytical, factual piece in what you do, that education too. But there's got to be a connection here. There's got to be a weave in bringing both those elements. You'll have people knocking your door down when they know you do that. Because my belief is people are yearning to know what consciousness is. They
To know
are,
what.
consciousness is, especially as a speaker.
Mhm.
And if we are not connected within ourselves, our message is just going to be air. It's just going to float around. It's not going to land. It's not going to make a difference in someone's life. They're not going to leave there thinking about what you've said or that hook or that phrase that pays. They're just going to move forward. They're going to clap and go, oh, that was nice. That was good. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, uh-huh. I mean, so this is one piece today. So the second piece is this, and it's going to take some soul searching for you. You got to decide what you want. You got to decide in this vision of you and this big dream of your life. And I love the story of you wandering around and recording yourself. It's just like, oh, that's so great. So it's it's like opening this door of fear, John, and using this key of courage. I mean, that's my talk. And it's putting it in the lock and turning it, and then just walking through with this bold, committed vision and confidence on exactly who you want to serve and help. Because I believe God, the universe, is waiting for your clarity. I mean, look what's happened to me. They weren't going to have me speak. They said it was a mistake. I emailed them back and told them, no mistake here. I am going to be speaking on that stage, and my message will have impact, and I guarantee that it will make a difference. So I think you need to reconsider. So it went from no to yes. Then it went to another health and wellness segment. I'm going to do a flash mob with Pharrell Williams. I'm going to do a whole dance. I'm going to take people on this train. I'm going to choreograph the whole thing. I did it already at another conference. And then it went to a podcast interview that is going to be recorded, that they're doing my hair and makeup because it's going to be a part of this movie. Now it's gone to MC from all within a 3-week period, because I am claiming this position and I am declaring and surrendering to God that this is my role, this is my responsibility, in a humble, gracious, committed, daily disciplined way. And I want that for you. So I think for you, the science experiment is to take the language of spiritual truths that you know and live and weave it into this logical, analytical, educational aspect here. We need to get the message so tight that that people are just going to go. Did you hear what Nick said to what I said today? Wow. That's what you want people saying about your introduction. So I think I'm supposed to help you. So what do you think about what I just said for yourself? I mean, for real.
Well, I like it. And I agree with you that I don't have my message worked out. Um, there's something that, um, yeah, there's a little bit of a difficulty for me with the process that we're in, because last time we did it 2 weeks ago, we did something that was very similar to this, which
Yep.
was you sort of talking about the value, and then I think I was sort of supposed to kind of extract a testimonial out of it or something, but there wasn't really a clean testimonial that I could find. And then you said, okay, I'm going to have my virtual assistant send you something.
Well, she is. She's working on it.
Right. But so far, I mean, I've heard you say that about your virtual assistant several times, and she's still never sent anything. So I just don't really
Okay.
have confidence that that's going to happen.
Okay.
And so when you say, okay, you need to go and do this, I'm not really I'm not really gonna just go and do another thing because the things that I've done so far that have been around my business, like fill out the form that you sent me
Yeah.
or go
I didn't
through the
receive that back either.
well, I submitted it. It seems
Oh,
like if I hit submit on the form that it should have shown up.
yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's not to say that I don't really like working with you or that I'm unhappy with the what's happening. It's just that what I don't like is kind of be giving an assignment and then doing the assignment and then shipping it back and there's just nothing sticking to the wall for me in terms of my actual message.
Right.
And so I need to basically execute on my message now.
Yeah.
And I don't feel any more clear now than when I started on what that is.
Okay.
Except that there should be some aspect of spirituality to it.
Yeah.
But but I'm not really at a point where I'm going to take an assignment from you, like go and do this. We're like, I, I feel like that process isn't working for me in terms of like
Okay.
concocting
Perfect.
something and then reflecting it back.
Perfect. So the way that you want to receive it is more in a structured way. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, it would be something like, um, okay, so I hear you say, well, you didn't like what I said today. I'd help you find your voice. That was something that Chris had suggested to me, so I thought I would try it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying that there there are words that would describe your introduction in a clearer way, that
right,
people understand what it is that you represent and the value.
right.
So,
And,
do you want me to write it for you?
well, I mean, I think that um, I think so, or at least to kind of collaborate with me on it, because
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I have an assignment of like concocting something and I say it to you, you're basically like, no, that's not it. And then so I'm just kind of like, I don't really understand what it is or understand in a practical term how I'm supposed to deliver what you're asking.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let's take a different avenue and angle here then. Okay. So let's look at this as a, like when you filled out that form, right?
Mhm.
One of the things that you put on there, I'll find out what happened with that, but anyway, um, was the feedback. This is where I wanted to go today anyway. The feedback you've received from, the singers that you've supported, the other public speakers that you've supported with them. What kind of words and themes did they say? Because I think that is what needs to be in what you
Got
say.
it. Got it. Okay, pull that up.
If you can put the link in the chat, that would be awesome.
All right.
there's another thing that happens, I'll just tell you. And that is that when we are moving through some resistance within ourselves, we can look at what doesn't work on the outside, which I also think is happening right now.
Yeah, there's definitely like there's a battle for me to be able to go out and start this business because I'm also in business with my wife. And so it's hard to just like make progress and kind of like get to it. Um, but anyway, here's what I put down for the
Awesome.
what.
Can I ask you about that for a minute? Like,
Sure.
do you see this business of doing what it is that we're doing together for other people? Do you see it as being affluent and an opportunity to create that financial abundance for your family?
Well, I would like it to, and I think I can see that.
Because it's really important, John.
Yeah, I mean, I have um, I have this part of me that believes that I can do this, and make money doing it, and the opportunity and the skills and the experience. And then I also have part of me that feels like I'm just not going to get unshackled from, having to help manage the law firm, look after my dad, my dog, and my kids.
Everything.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, I'm in, and it's a back and forth. It's a back
Yes.
and forth. And I mean, the good news is that, like, we have enough money right now. So it's like, if I don't, it's not like I'm going to starve if this doesn't take place.
Yes.
But both me and my wife want me to go and create lots of money, and then
Yeah.
that reduces the pressure on her. Um, but in the meanwhile, we're hiring other attorneys. I'm setting up cybersecurity. I'm still involved in the nuts and bolts of that operation. So there's always a little bit of a competition. But nonetheless, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good, and I do believe that I can do it, but it's not easy to kind of carve the time and really get it done.
Okay. And do you believe that clarity creates manifestation and attraction? Do you believe that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because it does. And, I mean, this is your journey. Completely agreed. And the way I look at my position here and my role is to keep you on the straight and narrow, which is belief, commitment, clarity. And there's that peace that I feel intuitively that you haven't surrendered to this yet internally. So it's that belief factor that changes everything, John. So, and it's got to be a yearning that you want it inside you. I think that you've been given these gifts for a reason. I think it's beyond what you're doing right now. And I think it would be a complete injustice to not honor that.
Well, I'm fully on board with it.
Okay, great.
And that's why I'm
Great.
here.
So let's look at these. Now, in looking at this list, are there words or themes that jump out to you?
I like speak with confidence, clarity, and power. Um, I like transformed.
Yep.
Um, I guess, yeah, confidence, that I help you become confident and authentic.
Mm, yep.
So there's a thing that's kind of up for me today, and that
Tell me.
is, um, so I have to get back to Lisa with the proposal, and I really liked the podcast episode that I did with her, and I just finally got the transcript. It was kind of hard to download, and in that manifestation of me, I was a voice specialist, and I was helping people really speak authentically so that they could be
Yes.
the real you. Um,
Yes.
and so that I think is a part of it. I think that's part of this piece that I haven't been able to talk about yet. So I can talk about the technical stuff, but I can't really articulate the spiritual. And but I think that the way in on the spiritual side is through the mindset piece. It's through the repetition of daily practice that are these. I guess I'm not sure about these customized workouts because I don't know. I don't really know how to market that, or if I want to market that. It feels to me like, I mean, I've kind of mentioned this to a couple of people who are my current clients, and I think there has to be a real readiness for somebody to want to jump in, to something like that. I think that, like, at least in the case of my one client, he's chief of training for the San Francisco Fire Department. So he's training all these fire people, and it's really not emotional. Like, he's talking about what to do if you find yourself in a mass casualty situation. It's like, this is not like talk about how you feel. This is like collect the bodies and, like,
Yes.
so I think then I
It-
have, I would love to go and do that. And I think for me, like developing a group where I could kind of take people on a journey, that's probably the longer term solution for me on this, but that doesn't really help my messaging because my messaging is something that I need to do sort of now as I'm introducing myself and things
I
like
agree.
that.
I agree.
So the thing that I talked about with Lisa, which really worked for me, which I was doing more at the time, was talking not just about speaking and the voice, but I'm also talking about being on camera. Because being on camera and presenting well on camera is something that I do well. I understand movement, I understand mindset, and when I did this episode with Lisa, I got twice as many downloads as any of her other guests. And she had
Great.
higher profile guests. But I think that, like you say, there's a yearning that people have to just be able to share their message. And that involves not just how you sound, but it also involves how you look, use the camera, use the stage.
Yes.
So there I just, I'm just in the weeds in terms of understanding how to craft a language for that, and haven't figured it out yet.
I'm going to take a stab at it for you.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm
All
going to
right.
take transcripts over the last few. I'm going to put together an introduction for you. And I love the language of what I do is for my clients, I transform their confidence into authenticity. And the phrase you used is the real you. I help you realize the real you. And I'm going to disagree with you that woman at the fire department, she's not your ideal client either. You're helping her. But what I see for you is people that want the confidence, want the clarity, want the power, as you said here, that want the mindset piece, want to be able to present their message with calm confidence and the power that the message can be heard, remembered, and realized. I think your ideal clients are the ones that are already professional speakers. And like you said, not getting the downloads that they want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they already know who they are. They don't know how to connect the authenticity piece into how they're going to show up on camera, on podcasts. You can sniff it out and detect it in a second. Do you want a challenge?
Sure.
Okay. I want you to go online or on podcasts and listen and look at people that are seasoned speakers. Just choose 3. Keep it simple. Choose 3. And I want you to use your detective work on what they do well, what they need to do differently, and what's missing, and how you are the solution to that problem. You're simply going to send them a message and invite them to a Zoom meeting to have a chat about that.
Awesome. I love that.
Yep, I did this. I did it in the optical industry. I went into 3 stores, wrote a report to the president. Wasn't working, what did work, and how I was the solution. I worked for that Pearl Optical for 3 years, doing coaching in their stores, doing training at their conferences and keynote. That one idea gave me
Wow.
great income. So
Yeah.
that's what you're going to do. You're going to step up the game and being bolder. And you already have everything you need, John. There's nothing else. You've done your PhD in, to be honest, I think you're going to show up with your spiritual, your practical. You're just going to tell them the truth with compassion, respect, and this brilliant mind that you've got, and tell them that the opportunity that they have on what's available to them to have an authentic voice. That's what you do. All you've done is open me up to who I already am. And I'm going to disagree with you. But one thing you said, I disagree 100%. The woman in the fire department, no, you're not going to do the ritual morning practice with her. No, you're going to do it for these seasoned speakers. You're
Hmm.
going to customize exactly like you did with me. I'm your experiment, but I'm not going to sit back here and let you tell me that, what we're doing isn't working, because it's sure working for me. And I'm going to guarantee you that it's going to work for you here, because you want to see results and you want to see clients and you want to see money coming in. I can help you do that.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah, it's working for me. It is absolutely working for me, but there's just sometimes a little bit of wrestling with the process.
Mhm. That's
But
good.
I
But you
appreciate.
like specifics, next steps. So that's what we'll do every time. I'll give you homework specifically on what you will do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
Yeah.
one thing that would be really helpful to me, and that this is how much you've impacted me. Um, Completely changed the trajectory that I'm going in. Is that yeah, when I was in London, I spent all my free time writing this book.
I know it's so good.
And so if you're okay with it, could I send you
Yeah.
my first uh, draft of where I'm at with it, and
What's the
have you
name
tell
of
me what you think? Well,
what's the name?
right now it's called Speech Dynamics. Here's some other things that I could call it. Discover your voice.
No.
Um, um, Explore the mysteries of your voice,
Authentic voice.
of your authentic voice.
Yes. The real you.
Getting to know the real you,
Knowing. Yeah. Yeah.
or
That's
discovering the real you.
more than that. So do you know about what's it called? We use it all the time. Headliner. It's an app. And you put in titles, descriptions. It gives you the emotional marketing index number. Use it all the time. So you want 80 and above.
Okay.
Marketing messages, the higher the number, the more emotional the title is, John. And that's where people go, oh,
What
so
about, okay, so explore the mysteries of your authentic voice feels too long to me, and
it is too long. It is
it
too
feels
long.
too
So let me do
out
this.
there. But what about this? Just finding your authentic voice.
Yeah. So
Uh,
you're gonna have taglines, you're gonna have the title, you're gonna have hooks, phrase that pays, just like you teach me. You're gonna have all those weaved in there too.
yeah. Yeah.
And at
Um,
MPN, tell them you're writing a book. Try different titles out. I'm currently in the production of writing my book, Finding Your Authentic Voice, the real you.
mhm.
Try it.
Yeah. Great. I love that. So I just want to say I hope I haven't um, discouraged you or
No, you haven't.
offended you with what I
No, no, no.
shared today.
I'm not. No. Mm-mm. And I'll tell you why. Because what's happening here is called truth. Truth
Yes.
is the only place to work from. And I'm actually celebrating because you felt safe enough to tell me your truth. So that means that I created an environment that you could. And that makes me very happy.
Good. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, you've definitely had a great impact, and so I'm so glad that I can
Well, we're here to support each
carry
other,
on this
John. I
journey.
mean,
Here we
yeah,
go.
well, I love speech dynamics. I love that. I think it's powerful. And I'll just tell you, soul to soul, your journey will hit certain places of resistance that you
Hmm.
think you're right and
Hmm.
you may not be,
Yeah.
because that's what happens when we just stay here, right? When we
Yeah.
stay in our head. I look at those times, it's a trigger and a clue that I have to question. Is this the truth? Maybe not. Is this no? And sometimes it's the opposite.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the way I roll is different than the way you roll. The reason your process and functioning is working for me is because I'm being educated. I am supporting myself with the rituals. I am owning the fact to trust myself to do those everyday, daily disciplines. I am your ideal client because your value is filling in the gaps for me.
Right.
And what people like you, I'll just tell you, because I have coached many, many men just like you in the financial industry. And we'd get to these places of, I call them sandpaper. I say, okay, yeah, give it to me. Okay, tell me exactly what you think. Tell me, and I say, okay, is there anything else? No. I said, okay, well, what's next? They say, and it is exactly what they needed to say and hear themselves speak to change their own mind.
Hmm.
So my job is not to change you, fix you, uh, give you everything that you need. My job is to open you up so you can figure it out for yourself. That's my job, and my path is so different than yours. But that's part of the reason that you're sitting on this Zoom call with me, because I know things that you don't know. That's why you're giving me an hour of your time for you when we meet. So I want to tell you, I appreciate your honesty because it's the only place to go. It's the way I roll when I communicate too, because I believe miracles and magic happen after truth.
Hmm.
And if there's anything in the way of that, stops all creativity, stops any innovation. So, I know that when you get this message in the words correctly, it's going to help you. I know that when you listen to those words over and over, just like me, your unconscious mind is going to be shifting. You're gradually going to be owning it. So you'll just simply say, wow, look at that woman. She's got an incredible message. So in alignment with who I am. Oh, look at the way she's saying it, though. Look at her body language. Oh, dear. Look at how much she's clenching her chin and not opening her mouth when she talks. Oh, no. Oh, look at her breath. She's running out of breath. Look at those words. She's clipping them off. Well, that's just not right. Well, okay. Ship. Send.
Mm.
I think
Yes.
I think in that email that I sent that optical president, I said, this is how bold I was. I just may be the answer for your organization. So
Yeah.
when he phoned me, he said, I have never received anything like that before. And he said, the way that you analyzed, talked about the problem and how you would create a solution for each of those stores, I think you better get in here. I said, me too. And then it was just a waltz after that. It was so fun. I love the people too.
Hmm.
So that's your opportunity. You got to
Yeah.
decide though. I think you're ready. And what's calling me forward is love. I'm ready. I think you're ready.
Yeah. I just need to finish the language of my intro.
That's right. So what I'm going to do, um, give me a week for this because I'm working on speech and now I got to work on my MC. There's a lot of speakers at this conference. There's a lot of speakers anyways. I'm going to get that together and I'm going to send it to you. I'll give you 3 versions. Okay.
Great.
And I will commit to sending that to you. Today's what day?
21st.
Yeah. Okay. So I will send that to you on or before the 26th, that's Sunday. Okay.
Great. Great.
Yep.
So, do you want to meet before you go to Boston?
Mm. Let me see. Let me see. Mm. Week. Um, yeah. Yep, I do.
You can give
Okay.
me your final version. Practice your talk.
I can. And it's changed a number of times.
Good.
Yeah, it's still percolating. So what about on the 28th at 1:15 again? Does that,
Um, I think I can do that. I have to move somebody, but
I can do a little bit later too.
I could, better for me would be either noon or 2.
Now is that Pacific?
Yes.
Okay, I can do 2. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
2 o'clock on Tuesday, the 28th.
Yes, sir. I gotta make it a Zoom call. I put you in there and send. There you go. Okay. Awesome. All right.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much, Carolyn.
Thank you too. I'm just going to stop this recording.